Is your life everything you've ever dreamed of? If not, you're not alone. But what if I told you that designing your ideal life could start right now, in just a few simple steps? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how you could take control and create a life that truly reflects who you are and what you want. The first step in this process is something called the ideal end state exercise. This is a powerful tool that helps you imagine and map out your perfect life. Think of it as creating a blueprint for your future. In this exercise, you'll envision what your life would look like if everything were exactly as you wanted it to be. Your work, your hobbies, your relationships, your health, and even your spiritual growth. The goal is to identify what truly matters to you and where you want to go in life. But I don't want to just tell you about this exercise. I want to show you how it works in real life. That's why we'll be following the story of John. Like many of us, John started out with a life that looked great on paper, but deep down, he knew something was missing. By using the ideal end state exercise, John was able to take a step back, reassess his priorities, and design a life that was not only successful, but deeply fulfilling. Throughout this video, we'll explore John's journey, from identifying the areas of his life that needed change to taking actionable steps toward his ideal life. As we go through each step, I want you to think about how you can apply these principles to your own life. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to start designing the life you've always wanted, and the motivation to begin today. So, what would your ideal life look like if there were no limits? Let's dive in and start creating it together. John's journey began with a hard look at his life. Like many of us, he had poured everything into his career, believing that success at work would lead to happiness. But as the years went by, John began to feel a growing sense of emptiness. He had the job, the title, and the paycheck, but something was missing. This is a common trap. When our career becomes our whole identity, we lose sight of what truly makes us happy. Let me ask you, how much of your identity is tied to your work? What would happen if that were taken away tomorrow? John realized that his career was just one piece of the puzzle. To start breaking free from this trap, John did something simple but powerful. He wrote down everything that mattered to him outside of work. Relationships, hobbies, health, he listed it all. This gave him a clear picture of what was missing in his life. Take a moment today to write down the areas of your life that matter most to you outside of work. What are you passionate about? Who are the people that bring you joy? Start identifying the pieces of your puzzle. Rediscovering his love for photography was the first step in John's journey toward a more fulfilling life. For years, he had put this passion on the back burner, too busy with work to even think about it. But once he began to prioritize his hobbies, something amazing happened. John started to feel more balanced, more joyful, and more connected to himself. Hobbies are more than just a way to pass the time. They're a vital part of our well-being. They give us a creative outlet, a way to de-stress, and a means to connect with others who share similar interests. Let me ask you, when was the last time you did something just for the fun of it? What hobby or passion project have you been neglecting? John made a commitment to dedicate at least 1 hour each week to his photography, no matter how busy he was. This small change made a huge difference in his life. If you're finding these insights helpful and want to keep discovering more ways to transform your life, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Just like John's journey, every small step you take can lead to big changes, so you won't want to miss out on our future uploads. After John rediscovered his passion for photography, he knew that creating a fulfilling life required more than just finding a hobby. He needed a comprehensive vision, a roadmap that would guide every aspect of his life. That's where the ideal end state exercise came into play. John started imagining his perfect life in vivid detail. He asked himself, if I could design my days, my weeks, my years, what would they look like? What would I be doing? Who would I be with? He didn't hold back. He dreamed big and wrote down everything that came to mind. This exercise helped John see where his current life didn't align with his ideal. For example, he realized that while he wanted more time with his family, his demanding work schedule made it nearly impossible. By identifying these gaps, John was able to start making small but meaningful changes. John found that many of the things he wanted didn't require drastic changes, just a shift in priorities. By regularly revisiting and refining his ideal life list, he was able to stay focused on what truly mattered to him. If you could design your perfect day, what would it look like? Who would you spend it with? What would you be doing? Take some quiet time this week to write down your ideal life. Be specific. Think about how you want to spend your days, who you want to spend them with, and what brings you joy. Compare this vision with your current life and identify one area where you can start making changes. As John continued to refine his ideal life, he realized that without good health, none of it would matter. He made a commitment to prioritize his physical and mental well-being as the foundation for everything else. John started small. He incorporated regular exercise, focusing on activities he enjoyed, like hiking and yoga. He also paid close attention to his diet, choosing foods that fueled his body and mind. But John didn't stop there. He began working with a functional medicine doctor who tailored a health plan specific to his needs. How much of a priority is your health right now? What small changes could you make today to improve it? Start by making one small change to improve your health. Whether it's adding more physical activity to your day, choosing healthier foods, or scheduling a checkup with your doctor. Remember, your health is the foundation for the life you want to build. John's journey shows us that creating a dream life isn't about making one big change. It's about taking small, deliberate steps in the right direction. By balancing his career with his passions, designing his ideal life, and prioritizing his health, John transformed his life into one that's not just successful on the surface, but truly fulfilling in every way. Now it's your turn. Start small, stay focused, and keep your vision in mind. The life you've always wanted is within your reach, and it begins with the decisions you make right now. What's one small step you can take today to move closer to your ideal life? How will you start integrating these changes? If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're ready to take the first step, share your thoughts in the comments below. What's one thing you'll do today to get closer to your dream life? We'd love to hear from you, and your journey could inspire others too.